you got to work for numerous different companies, most notably WCW. When did you get signed with them? And tell me about how you got hired.
Well, at that time I was in Puerto Rico with Dick Murdoch, and we were working together a lot. We were roomed together, and and Dusty was looking for a big blonde heel, and he called Dick, and Dick recommended me, and so Dusty gave me a call and made an offer, and I left Puerto Rico and went up to Atlanta, and Greg picked me up. Greg Gagne picked me up at the airport, and I started out as equalizer.
Ah,
See, down there I was the equalizer too, down in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico is a just a legendary wrestling territory in its own
I mean,
right. I mean, the fans really are passionate about the craft and the art of wrestling. I mean, it's
big time.
intense. It's crazy. I mean, any fun stories you want to share about your time there?
Oh heck, when you did, I did a thing with Carl Stiles, and we did the thing with his eye, and we had it popped out and got the match started, and they went nuts. I mean, they chased me. I couldn't. If we got back to the locker room, they threw stuff at me. That's the difference out there. They'd always pick me and Dick up and take us because they were worried about security wise. Because people there, they go nuts. They throw stuff at you. They try to grab you. They gig you, and so they had to get us back into the locker room so they could get us out of there because yeah, they were nuts. They weren't gonna. They waited outside for me.
That's
So
crazy.
it's a little different. Yeah, it's different. It's a whole new experience down there. I mean, they're serious. Yeah, they're great fans, but they're very serious.
So you get to WCW, you're the equalizer. Uh, what can you remember? Tell me about your debut there, because when you're debuting this character in front of a national audience, I mean, there's the nerves kicking in. You're in front of a whole new set of fans. Any memories from this particular moment?
Oh, just that you can't because when I first came out there, I was tagging with Rick Rude, and so I looked up to Rick because you watched him in the WWF there because that's where he was at the time, and you thought he was a great heel and did great work, and all of a sudden they put you with him, and he was a great person, and we worked together, and he helped me tons, and you're just nervous because it's like you said, that's what you're thinking about. You're in front of all these people, this new crowd. Rick would just say, just think of you're at a house show and just relax, and that helped a lot. So after a while it went pretty smooth. It was good.
And you got to work with Kevin Sullivan during your time there as well. What was it like working with
Yeah.
him?
Oh, yeah, Paul Orndorff, him, Kevin Sullivan. Kevin he was really, as far as a wrestling person, unbelievably talented. I mean, he had great ideas and just very intelligent and always thought ahead. Great to work with in the ring, as against him and as also a partner. So, I mean, I enjoyed my time with Kevin. He's a wonderful human being, and he's close to my heart. All of them guys really are. The good guys are always close to your heart because you travel together, you hang out together. And back then, we fly in and we drive everywhere together. And so you become very close.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, WCW really was kicking it to another level at this point. Nitro had just debuted, and they were
Right,
going head to head with WWE, with Raw. So the Monday Night Wars just started, and you were there.
right. Yeah,
You were
that was
there.
big. It was big. And we were toe to toe with them at that time. Yeah, right there with them, toe to toe. And we'd win their week, they'd win a week, or we win 2, 3 weeks in a row, they'd win. I mean, it was a great competition, and you got to work with a lot of different guys and a lot of top stars. So it was really cool.